What's good, guys and girls of YouTube? It's your boy Justin Omoi here with a beautiful lawn that has a whole bunch of weeds. But anyways, today I want to talk to you guys and girls about how to set up OBS with Asio for your, recordings or streaming online. This will be the way that I will do it. It's with hardware stuff rather than using a software such as the Odysseus link that the homie Slim down at MrDifferentTV, well, Mr. Different on YouTube, he posted. If you want to go ahead and check that one out, it's in the description below. It's free as well as a little bit of pay you can do for that. Here I'm going to show you how to do it with A, your audio interface, B, a good computer that could record OBS and whatnot, and C, this right here, the Zoom H4n Pro handy recorder. Yeah, I already brought up a lot of expenses, didn't I? Chances are you'll probably already have an audio interface, and more than likely you would want to get a handheld recorder if you are somebody that works with music and want to, record sounds and use as ambience, or, I don't know, make a beat kit, record a snare, whatever. This is going to be a good investment for you anyways. Not gonna lie, this runs to like $200, $215, but it's a good investment. And the Focusrite, same thing. I'm pretty sure you guys and girls already got it, but if not, then go ahead and, look into invest into those things. And I did mention the good computer. As long as you're able to record in OBS and get the, quality that you want, aka like, I don't know, 60 frames in 1080p, and you could, I don't know, hook up your own microphone to it. And if everything sounds nice, then you're good to go. Don't worry about that. But if you're using some shoddy laptop and you get like 10 frames a second or something like that, then I don't know about that. To be safe though, I will show you my settings in OBS, even if I did or didn't alter it. I'm not even sure. I'll show you that just in case though. So, you'll also need this, which is basically two TRS cables, and this is like a 2-for-1. 2-in-1, a red and a black. It doesn't matter if you get two separate TRS cables or you have one of these, which is basically, glued together. For the audio interface, I have a Scarlett 2i4 second generation here. But if you have an audio interface that has an output jack 1 and 2 4 TRS ports, like right here, you'll be good. You could use RCAs and stuff like that, but I don't really use that. So if you have something like the M Audio, I don't know, Pro, I don't know. But if you have an audio interface that does have two out ports, you'll be good. Now essentially what we'll be doing is basically, quick maths right here. Plugging in the ports 1, 2, and then we're gonna have this go into, get it, right here. Ports 1 and 2 for the handheld recorder. Cool. So what's happening here, alright? As long as you have the monitor button, or knob, dialed up, the sound is gonna output from your FL Studio or your computer, like if you play YouTube or whatever, it will output into this wire, go into this recorder. Cool, right? So what are we gonna do? Record it? You could record it, or you could do a better thing, which is put it into OBS as a microphone. You didn't think that was possible, right? With this particular device though, it is. It has a USB slot, which I'll go ahead and focus to you. A USB slot, which we'll be using, so you'll also need a USB wire, which I'm pretty sure 100% of y'all do have. If not, then what the hell? So once we have the sound going from FL Studio into this audio interface, out from the back, into these wires, and into this recorder, we're gonna have the USB go into the computer, and then that is going to go into OBS. Oh, the best part, by the way, you don't need batteries. You don't need batteries if you want to use this. So now that I gave you a worded explanation, let me go ahead and set it up and show you in the computer and on camera at the same time, I think, how this will work out. Okay, this is literally my third time doing this because I forgot to set something up in OBS and blah blah blah, and yeah. Anyways, here we have the setup here. I have the left and right connected into the Zoom H4 left and right. It doesn't matter if you have the settings right or wrong, so let me just show you. For example, if I put this one here, that one here, let's just say it's like this. Cool, the wires are connected into the Focusrite. I'm gonna turn this around and have this monitor gain at least like halfway, just to, have the input, or not the input, my bad, the output actually be sent to this device. I'm gonna take the wire, plug it in there, and by the way, no batteries in there. Just showing y'all you don't need batteries. It says Zoom, and here, if I could show you nicely, it says storage. That's if you have an SD card, you could go ahead and manage that. Or audio I/F infrared. I don't know what IF means. Frequency. So this is 44.1 kilohertz, or you can select 48 kilohertz, depending on how you have it set up in FL Studio. I have 44.1, so I'll select 44.1, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click connect. So now I have to wait for this thing to do its thing. Key hold, my bad. Here. There you go, it's released. Don't worry about that. So how we now we have the left and the right. Okay? That's basically saying, okay, we got sound. I'm gonna go ahead and show you, or I'm gonna just tell you, in FL Studio, I have the metronome on, and I'm gonna hit play, and now you can see signal. Cool. I'm gonna pan this all the way to the left, and you can see nothing. That's weird. Pan it to the right, you see signal. So left again, nothing. What is this going on about? Weird stuff, right? So what's happening is basically number 1 is being highlighted on my device, and this is number 1. It's probably set to right or something, and because I have it panned to the left, we're not seeing any signals, because it's a right thing. It's on the right channel. Yeah, we're gonna have to click 2. So now we have 1 and 2, and as you see here, I have FL Studio panned to the left, but on this device it's showing the right signal is saying beep boop bop bop. What we have to do is flip this around so the black is on that and the red's on that. It depends on how you set it up in the Focusrite audio interface. Doesn't matter which is which, as long as you figure out which is pan to the left and pan to the right. That way your sound won't be inverted when people listen. You're like, hey, I want this on the right side, and then they hear it on the left. It's like, what the hell? Next, we're gonna have to titivate with the, oops, I did this again. We're gonna have to deal with the recording levels. On the side we have a recording minus and plus. Pretty sure you did not see that, but that's okay. Is this on autofocus? Cool. Right now it's set to 80, which is like 79 levels higher than what we need. We need it down to 1. So drag in, and 4, 3, 2, 1. You could put 0.09 or 0.9 if you want to be safe, and then edit it later if you're recording. But I have it set to 1, so what you hear coming out of FL Studio and out of Focusrite is exactly what we get into this device here. Power on OBS, and by the way, I'm gonna go ahead and at this time put my microphone into FL Studio through the Focusrite. So if I hit record, start recording, you can see me. I'm gonna turn this metronome off, and now I'm gonna go here, input 1, and you can see signal, but you can't hear me because OBS right now, if I were to put this here, does not have anything showing. So here's how we're gonna set this up. I'll show you real quick. So right now we have nothing. Right now I have the PC display set up, right? To do that, you go here, you hit plus, you go to display capture, and then I'll name this 2, doesn't matter. And now you see it says display 1 or display 2. Depending on where you have FL Studio or where you want to show, it'll be there. So I could set it on display 1. Since I already have that though, I'm gonna go ahead and hit delete on 2, the new thing I just made. And yeah, next up is webcam. To have the webcam, you'll have to press plus, go to video capture device, assuming you have a webcam already, and hit OK. And now you can see me here, which basically is the webcam. Since I already have a webcam though, I'm gonna hit cancel and delete that. And here I have it. It's called webcam already. I'll just activate this one. There you go. Took me a second. I don't know why. I'm gonna double click the webcam because we have to go back into this properties here. With your webcam, you will want to configure video. Go to, could you see this? I'll put it here just in case. Camera control, low light, make sure this is off. Because if this is on and you don't have good lighting, you're going to see a lot of blurriness. So see, I have it on right now. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the light. And now I'm kind of like blurry and, you know, I look like a goddamn Mac webcam. So here I have the light. You can see I'm like adapting. It's kind of looking like, there you go, it's kind of looking good. But the best ways to counter or to fight that is, again, go to camera control, click here, turn this off. With that said, I hope that you saw the first thing, the display thing. If not, then you'll probably understand. Last but not least, we'll have to have the microphone set up. And remember, the microphone is not going to be Focusrite audio. It's going to be the Zoom recorder. To do this, you hit plus, audio input capture, name it whatever you want. And then in the list, you can select what you want. Focusrite will only give you your microphone, your microphone's input. You could have that on and technically turn the microphone in FL Studio off and people will still hear you. But for this example, we're not using that. But I can show you real quick here since I hit OK. Now you can see I'm getting a signal. It's only being on the left side. And we could go ahead and go to this gear, hit advanced audio properties, and for audio input capture, that's the Focusrite, we could click down mix to mono, and as you see down here, we have both left and right combined. So now you hear me in a mono track for my voice. I'm gonna turn this off though because we're not using this, and there you go, turn it off. Now you can hear me back on the camera. That's how I've been speaking this whole time. What I'm going to do is double click this microphone. Make sure it's set on zoom, hit OK, and I'm gonna press this. Now you see I don't have a signal here. If you don't get a signal, stop the recording. Well, I'm gonna stop my recording. You're gonna have to close this program and open it back up. So I'm gonna hit this, I'm gonna close it, I'm gonna open it back up. So here's my thumbkin if you wanna see it. And now we're back into OBS. I'm gonna hit start recording, which is something I did not do the whole time. And yeah, microphone, double click, zoom. Why are you not working? Why you no work? Yeah, basically what I had to do was close FL Studio, close the OBS, make sure everything was set right. I replugged it in. I'm not sure what the hell happened, but last couple times ago it worked perfectly. So yeah, now we're back on track. In FL Studio, I'm gonna put my microphone in, and now you can hear me through FL Studio, outputting from the wires, going into the Zoom recorder into OBS, and basically I'm here. Now you can hear me, right? Cool. Do I sound like I'm, perfectly in sync with the video? You let me know, This is all not going to be edited here from this point on, I guess, unless I'm not going to move the audio, so this is basically how you would hear yourself, see yourself if you were to be streaming. Now, I have a direct monitor knob on my Focusrite. If you can see here, I'm going to tweak it. Let me see, is it focus on there? Focus on the Focusrite. I'm going to tweak this direct monitor, and now you hear me, and I'm on the mono for it. If I switch it to stereo, you can hear I'm here. This is another way you could speak if your, shit's not working. You could just turn that direct monitor knob there. I have it back on the playback side, so now you can hear me in FL Studio again. Basically, we're set, right? I mean, just in case I didn't. So that's the only thing you could do with the Zoom here. Make sure the advanced audio properties, there is no mono on the Zoom. Otherwise, everything will be mixed to mono when you're playing, and that's going to be, pointless when it comes to FL Studio. That's going to suck ass. So I could go ahead and give you an example of that. So if we go File, I'm going to go to this and hit No. Now I'm going to turn this to direct monitor so you can hear me through, the audio interface going into there, not through FL Studio. I'm waiting for it to load. This is a way that you could talk to your people just in case, and you could even raise this input up if you want to be heard a little bit louder. I'm going to put it back down, and now we're in FL Studio, so I'm going to go back into playback, and now you can hear me in FL Studio, and here we have a whole bunch of shit. F12, F9, F5. I like doing that. Yeah, now I'm in OBS. You can see me. Well, I've been in there. So here we have a project. I'm going to hit play in 3, 2, 1. And yeah, this is basically it here. I'm recording, you can hear me. This is all through the Zoom recorder again. I'm not messing with anything in terms of the audio. I'm not editing this. I'm not shifting the audio. Exactly how you hear it, exactly how it's being played. And yeah, forgot to mention this, but we're gonna want to test and see if the metronome or if the signals are all in sync in terms of basically, are we getting a 0 decibel max out of this, so forth. I'll show you what I mean. Let me go into a new project again. I don't know why. Just to be safe, I'm going to a new project here. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and press on the metronome here. And you can see I'm getting about -5 decibels or so. I'm going to hit play and go into OBS. So I press play on my keyboard, by the way. On the Zoom, I'm not getting -5. Alright? So what I want to do here is basically turn the big dial on the focus right here until we get around -5. So press play and I'm turn the big dial. So here we have about -5, and it may sound loud there. You could do some tests by hitting record. I'm going to take my headphone jack and I'm going to plug it into the Zoom, because what we hear out the Zoom is basically what we're going to see in OBS. So here I am, and I'm going to go ahead and hit play, and it's a little bit loud in my ears, I guess. So I'm going to lower it down just to be safe. Doesn't matter, because if it is low down just a little bit, would people even care or matter? No. But if it's down a lot like this, you know, and then you hit play on this and it's like the sound's not loud, that's because, you know, having it too low is pretty bad. We want it to be heard how people would want to see the levels, and, you know, be as accurate as we can. And if you're only recording, you could do post audio editing and raise up the loudness of the decibels to be safe. But if you're streaming, you want to have this all leveled up just about right. So yeah, so I believe it's about right. If I hit play again, all right, around -5 on the Zoom H4n. It's showing around -5 for me. And let's see OBS, more or less -5. Now keep in mind, in OBS, could y'all see me? There you go. In OBS, it is showing that's the red area. That's basically saying, hey, danger, it's gonna be over loud if it passes this. It's not distorting the sound, at least I don't think so. You'll see if it is when you watch the video. But in my jurisdiction, that's a big word, it's just saying, hey, that's the danger zone, watch out. In our sense, that means that's not the danger zone. The 0 decibels is the danger zone. But yes, that's basically how you calibrate it, how you set up OBS, and so forth. I showed y'all. Just in case I did not show this, let me just do this again. And if I did, I'll probably just cut this part out. I'm gonna reset this transformation here. To set a crop on your video, your webcam, you can hold the Alt button, click and drag, and just like this, you see the little squares. I'm cropping myself out. Boom. And then we can resize ourselves so you could put it how you want to be seen on the stream, like so. Bam. If I already talked about that, my bad. I'm just, you know, it's like my 3rd time recording this, like I said. But yeah, this is basically it. And I'm going to go ahead and move away from OBS so now you can see me fully in FL Studio. And let's go ahead and just show you some examples. So here I'm going to hit no. And now I'm setting this to direct monitor on my Focusrite so you can see on the camera. This is how I want it to be. I guess if I'm streaming, I want to be heard or something. This could also be done if you're loading a big plugin or if FL crashes. This is the way. Okay. F12, F5, F9. Let's go back to direct monitor. Now you can hear me here in FL Studio once again. Mic, whatever, good enough. Hit play. Oh, wait. 3, 2, 1, and... And again, I'm not editing this audio. I'm not shifting the audio around. So what you see from me is what you'll see from streaming. Let's load a plugin. So here we have, I'm loading Omnisphere. If you're recording in Edison and then you edit it, post audio, there's going to be a big ass jump in the sound. It'll be playing now. And you know, you'll have to do a bunch of editing for that shit. That's the one thing that sucks about Edison when it comes to that. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, right? It's freezing everything up. I'm going to turn this direct back on. Boom. And here we have Omnisphere. My bad. So yeah, that's it right there. I have Omnisphere, whatever. That's how I set it in FL Studio. You can hear me, see me. Everything I'm doing here is basically how you would have it in there. And I forgot to show you about the mono thing, so let me show you that real quick. Do you hear stereo? That's basically, if I were to set this to down mix to mono, you'll see how sucky it is. So here's mono. Notice it's not panned to the left here. Same deal here. And in the middle, what I hear is not what you're hearing right now, which should be the original, you know, left and right. So right, advance, take this off, close, and now again. Go. So yeah, that's basically how to set your FL Studio with Asio and Focusrite and have everything looking sounding nice into this thing here, so you could go ahead and stream or record and do your thing and this thing and that and I'm sorry, I just got caught up in the beat, you know, that's how I feel. I'm sorry. Thank you guys and girls for listening, watching, and so forth. And yeah, it's your boy Justin Omoi. If you got a comment in the comment section and I'll see to answer it.